Now look, you know you should be starting that business to completely change your life. But of course, we probably got some money problems. But have no fear. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, I want you to go to the YouTube channel, check out part 1, and then come back here to this live and check out part 2, because we're going to be breaking down how you're going to get that business started with absolutely no money, just like I did. And then you're going to start the process of changing your life with that business that you are going to start. We're going to take part 2 in today. I'm telling you, this is going to blow your mind. So you may want to like, subscribe, share this with 3 other entrepreneurs so they can find out exactly how to get that business started the right way. Tune in. We'll get ready to get this show going.
It's just different.
Hey.
Yeah. You already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Come and hang with the gang. Get some free game added to your mainframe. Gotta keep your mind sharp, we gotta maintain. And it's even better when the squad on the same thing. Steady swishing on the competition. We ain't tripping about the opposition. We on a mission and we got a vision. People in need, we believe we got a lot. I give a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my.
All right, guys, I don't want to take this too much longer today because we got a lot to get over. Once again, make sure that you guys are hitting that like button, that subscribe button, hit that share button. This is part 2 from what we did last week of how to start your business with absolutely no money. So once again, if you have not checked out part 1 yet, I highly advise you guys, make sure that you get over there to the YouTube channel, check out part 1, and of course part 2 will make a whole lot more sense. But before we dive into it today, make sure that you guys are networking in the comments, whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay. Make sure that you're putting in there who you are, what your business is. You never know, again, where somebody's located at. Also put the state that you're in. But you never know where somebody's located at as we're talking government contracting, that you got the possibility to network with people all across the United States and do some amazing business together. So you don't know who's going to be here listening live or on that replay. Take advantage of an opportunity to network. Put your business name and where you're tuning in from, where you're viewing from. Once again, whether you're live or on replay, put that in the comments. And don't forget too, you know we got to be millionaires. So I need you to put in the comments too, I am a millionaire. Once again, when you put this I am a millionaire in the comments, it's for you to believe, not me. You have to believe that you can become a millionaire in order to achieve it. We're good over here. We're already there. And everything starts with your belief. So when you put that in the comments, truly believe that you can get there. I often have people say I'm going to be a billionaire, and I love the dreams. But guys, look, it's only like 3,000 billionaires in the world. So, you know, to say that you're going to be one of those, let's hit $1 million first. Hit $1 million, and then, you know, you'll probably do 100 million, and then half 500 million, and then you can seek $1 billion. I hope you get there. Don't get it twisted. But I really want everybody to focus on making the $1 million first, not the $1 billion. $1 million, I know we can touch it. Not only do I know we can touch it, I know I can teach you how to do it, because we make millions of dollars each and every year. So I have no problem teaching you that. But you'll never, ever hear me tell you that I'm going to make you a billionaire. I don't know how to do it. I'm not there yet. I would love to be there, but I would be lying to you if I told you that I got information that's going to make you a billionaire. I don't have anything close to that. But once again, I'm Dr. Travis Davis. I appreciate you guys for being here. I've been doing government contracting for a little over 11 years now. Did my first $1 million at the age of 25, and we haven't looked back since. We do IT. We've done product sales to the local county government here in Prince George's County. We've done cabling and security cameras for the state government and the courthouse. And we do a lot of work with the federal government, from help desk to cybersecurity to air. We actually do some air work right now. And I really try to explain to everybody, how I was able to transition. And, what I really like about the segment that I'm teaching here with you guys today, in the part 1 that I did last time, is that all of you guys have the power to do exactly what I've did, because it's not hard. It's just a mindset shift that I had to go through. And that's why I really want to harp on this segment. And it says, I have no money for a business. See, these are words that I was telling myself when that itch was coming to me. Like, how many of you guys have ever had the itch? If you've started your business already, was it an itch that came to you that made you do that? Or if you haven't started yet, are you getting the itch? Put a me in the chat if you've ever gotten that itch for business. But then I had a hurdle. I didn't have no money. I started looking up business and stuff, and the internet ain't like it is now. We didn't have Clubhouse and everybody live streaming and all these videos on YouTube. So it cost quite a bit of money, to get started in business, and how to do things what I thought was the right way, because I had to pay for people to teach me this information. So when I wanted to go, that was the number one thing stopping me. I have no money for a business. But once I changed my mindset and I stopped focusing on all the negatives, this is the stuff that stops us from completely changing our life. See, the business, it's just a vehicle to make money. I'm just going to be honest. A business is a vehicle to make money. But at the end of the day, okay, if you want that vehicle to go and grow, like, guys, it's just you. It's nothing special about a business. It's all up here. You got to fix this first, so that hurdle of I don't have no money for a business don't stop you. No. Or I don't have the education, so it stops you. No. See, your mind just needs to change. Your perspective of this thing called life needs to change. And we're going to talk about that today, so we can start to remold, redevelop that mind so you can get that business started. All right, guys, before I dive into here, man, let me see who we got in the house. Make sure that you guys are also hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this out with 3 other entrepreneurs right now so they can get their mindset shift. I know I was about to curse by accident. That's kind of hard. Mindset shift. So they can get that mindset shift tonight, not tomorrow, tonight. Invite them here to this live. Let's see, who do we have in the house? We got Property Cesar. What's happening? Emerson, MGM LLC out in Louisiana. I appreciate you for being here yet again, my brother. We got Z, a millionaire in the building. What's happening with you? We got GQ817 tagging somebody in here. Hopefully, Network 19 popped on here. I appreciate you for tagging them in here and telling them to get your on this live. You know what I'm saying? Timothy, what's going on, my brother, out there in Houston, Texas with TTG? Dexter, what's happening, my brother? I hope that you're having a blessed day. Big Face Trucking, man. Appreciate you being here yet again out in Atlanta. Phil, what's happening? I guess Facebook wants to show this one today. Millionaire, what's going on with you? Tanya, what's happening with you? Another millionaire in the building. We got Will Griffin. What's happening with you, my brother? I appreciate you for being here with us again today. And I see a lot of people got the itch. That's what I'm talking about. I think the itch is what really gets you, moving forward and taking that leap of faith. So I know you got to kind of have that itch in order to go down there. But again, we're going to, put some parameters around this thing today to help each and every one of you guys grow. Don't forget, this is part 2. So if you really, really like part 2, listening live today, I advise you go back and listen to part 1. It's located on my YouTube channel, and it will bring all of this together. My goal is to get you guys out of here in an hour. So let's get this party started as we break this thing down. I have no money for a business. Now what? Well, we're going to start that business. That's exactly what we're going to do. But in order to get that bad boy started, I have to fix your mindset first. Right? I want everybody to type in the chat right now, mindset, because that's what we're going to be harping on all day today is your mindset. And I know it sounds cliche, right? I know people talk about this stuff and it sounds a little stupid. I tried to avoid it for the longest when I got started in business. I'm like, I ain't doing that mindset shift. I'm not writing stuff down, my goals and all of that stuff out, the vision, why. I can't stand that question too. Well, I mean, I get it now, but when I first got started, I hated this question. Why do you want to make money? Well, why the hell you think I want to make money? I hated that question. I never wrote it out. And every single coach that I ever got kept asking, why do you want to do this? Why do you want to embrace this journey? And I kept like, what do you mean? Why? My family, they broke. Like, I want more money. Like, stop asking me why. But until I sat down and really wrote it out, not just said it in my mind, I actually wrote it out on paper so my eyes can see it. And when my eyes can see something, it forces you to read the words that are on paper. And maybe you don't read out loud, but when you read words on your paper, your ears are listening. So when you don't write all of that stuff down, the goals, the why, your daily schedule, all of the plans and tasks that you got to do every day, if it's not written down, then I already know you don't do the process of learning things because your eyes got to see it, your mouth has to say it, and your ears got to hear it. But if you keep it all in your mind, your eyes can never see it. Your mouth don't speak the words that are written down exactly how you wrote them down. Instead, you guessing every time you think about what you want to do. So in order to get your money operating system working correctly, we got to fix that. It all starts with the mindset shift. Now, we're going to look at something, Proverbs 8:12. Now, I gave y'all a couple Bible verses last time. I tell you guys all the time, look, I'm not the biblical person, but when I read this book, when my mentor really sat me down and showed me this book called the Bible, well, it just kicked in. And I mean, they say that the Bible is before Christ, right? So that means to me, now, I don't know how any other people take this, but that just means to me, the only history in my world that matters is the Bible. Because every other piece of history that America has created, whether it's African-American history, Caucasian history, I don't care what history it is, it's been created by man. But man told me that God rules over everything. If you don't believe me, look at your dollar, look at the money. On the back of it, it says, in God we trust. When I go to court, they put their hand on the Bible and they're praying, and I'm wondering, why is all of this happening this way? Why is the American system on the back of the Bible all the time? Well, come to find out, the Bible tells you the principles of the way that you're supposed to be walking on this earth. If you follow the directions that it tells you, it will reward you. And guess what? The Bible didn't say that you have to be a good person. It literally says, if you follow the directions, you will get rewarded. That's why evil people get rewarded and good people get rewarded. Because the principles that it's telling you in there, if you walk in the path that it tells you, you will get everything that you want. So I got to start right there, right? I got to read right there. Well, let's take a look at Proverbs 8:12. Let me change my screen here. Proverbs 8:12 says, Wisdom resides with prudence, which is good judgment, moral courage, and astute common sense. I got the definition of wisdom. And if you go back to part 1, I talked about the wisest man. Wisdom and riches, they run together. You can't be rich if you ain't wise. The richest man in the world, King Solomon, asked for wisdom. And he got everything that he ever wanted plus more. So I started us right there at that Proverbs 8:12 because we must seek wisdom, because kings are able to rule over everything with wisdom and knowledge. And you told me that you wanted to be a king or a queen. So if you want to be that king or queen, you must have wisdom and knowledge. They run together. Now, I know that I did not, right? Most people would kind of combine wisdom and knowledge. That's not how that works. Okay? And we're going to break this down. I'll tell you guys this. Your current circle will tell me how much wisdom that you have. If your circle plays video games all day, I know you ain't that wise. If your circle just goes to the club and take trips all the time and they live in check to check, I know ain't no wisdom in that circle. But if your circle is investing in the real estate, if your circle is messing with life insurance policies, if your circle is investing in the stock market, if your circle is planning their life, well, that's a wise circle. And if you implant yourself in there, you'll get wise too. When wisdom comes, guys, it will always bring you riches and honor. The wisdom and the wealth, the wisdom and the riches, they will always tie together no matter what. Now you may be telling me, well, Travis, I can't, you talk that government contract and stuff. It's so confusing to me. Real estate investing, taxes, Travis, it's so confusing to me. I get it. How many of you guys, and be honest, how many of you guys like taxes and accounting, bookkeeping, the numbers of the business is confusing to you and it may even scare you? Put a me in the chat if that is you. If the thought about doing these steps in business, payroll, all this stuff that people talk about, if it scares you, right? Put a me in the chat. Because it was scaring me. But here's what I realized. As an adult, for some reason, I thought I was done learning. I graduated college and I got out of the school system and I just thought I was done. But here's the thing. You must seek wisdom. You must want to go get it. But in order to be wise in a specific niche subject or any of that, you first have to realize, how did you start learning information in your life? We were all born ignorant, if you guys understand this. When you came out of the womb, you did not know one word. You didn't know colors. You didn't know noises. You didn't know anything. You was ignorant to life. But eventually you accumulated the truth. You accumulated the truth by waking up every day and taking actions. And you took the actions based off the perception of others and the words that they told you. The things that they taught you, you said, well, if that's their belief, I'll believe it too. See how that works? And then all of a sudden, you are no longer ignorant to information. Instead, you start to become wise. And the more information you get, the wiser you get. But you can't become wise with information if you don't do. So that kid along that journey from baby stages all the way to where you are today, you learned every bit of information. If you really think about how many words you have in your vocabulary right now, it's out of this world. If you think about all of the stuff that you know, it's insane how much stuff this computer that's sitting right in between your shoulders can remember. This brain is extremely powerful if you learn how to operate it correctly. And you can make it 10 times more powerful if you would stop cheating yourself as an adult and calling yourself ignorant to this, I can't do it. Travis, I don't know this, so I can't complete it. Travis, reading the contracts are too hard. Travis, making funnels is too complicated. Travis, marketing and sales, I just don't understand it. Well, that's because you're ignorant to the information. You don't know it because you've never done it and nobody in your circle has told you about it. So you're at a baby stage to it. I don't care if you're 40, 50, 35, 27. If you've never done something, you are ignorant to it. And you can't beat yourself up for not knowing something that it's never been in your ecosystem. But that don't mean that you quit. Instead, we got to go seek the wisdom. What ends up happening, guys, oh, look, I'm forgetting to change my slides. Y'all got me over here just, you know what I'm saying? Just out here talking. What ends up happening, guys, you will eventually go from ignorance to knowledgeable. And when you go from ignorance to knowledgeable, that means that you've accumulated the truth. The only way that you can accumulate truth is by going out there and doing it. I can't get the truth from somebody else's words. Yeah. The only way that I can get truth to a definition is I actually have to do it for myself to prove it. Once you can understand how truth happens, then you'll never let anybody lie to you anymore. It took me a while to realize that. And here's the reason. School. See, school gives you knowledge with no understanding. You just take the spelling test. You know, you remember the 7 words for the week or 10 words for the week in the definitions. And then the next week you get another 10 words and, you know, you forgot the definitions. Maybe you remember 2 or 3 of them. But for the most part, you forget majority of the words that you had. And then, you know, you progress on in school and then you learn about science during the time that you got to learn about science. And then you just let it go. And the reason you just let it go is because you're not applying the knowledge. You can't get the truth from what you're reading because you're not doing it. So, off to the races. Wisdom will always equal applied truth. If you refuse to apply it to your own situation, see, the truth of how I've operated and how my life has moved and formulated, that's my truth. That ain't your truth. I could teach you government contracting and how I did it and the things that have happened to me. But once again, that is my truth. You have to go get your own truth. And that's the only way that you're going to become a wise person. Now, how many of you guys have ever heard about the apple tree? Y'all ever heard that saying, be fruitful and multiply? Put me in the chat if you guys have ever heard that saying, be fruitful and multiply. And they always talk about an apple tree when they say that. Well, I heard it multiple times, guys. And I said, well, wait a minute. Why is everybody, you see, when I keep hearing people say stuff all the time, you know, I don't get emotional about stuff. Instead, I pause for a second and I go, wait a minute. If everybody is learning this information like this, if the top dogs are spilling this information out to everybody, why? Because it doesn't really mean what they're saying, be fruitful and multiply an apple tree. Like it don't really, like they're using it as an adjective. So I had to go back to the only book that explains the apple tree. I didn't need to go look in Google for the definition. I didn't have to go to a pastor and ask them about the apple tree. I didn't have to go to somebody's crazy ideas of what happens with apple tree. I just went back to the Bible. They actually wrote about the apple tree in there. They actually wrote about being fruitful and multiplying. And once again, I'm not trying to talk to you on no biblical stuff. Everybody believes in who they believe in. Me and the man upstairs just got a conversation. I'm not here to try to save nobody, tell nobody what they should or shouldn't be doing. But what I am here to tell you is that book called the Bible got some principles in it that if you walk by each and every day, you'll get everything that you want in life. Good, bad, evil, it don't matter. Because this was the history. So when they talked about the apple tree, guys, and they said, be fruitful and multiply, well, guess what? The apple tree had to start as a tree first. It was just a plain tree. It had no apples. It had to grow into the apple tree. And how did it grow into the apple tree? It stayed disciplined. Every day, rain, sleet, or snow, it absorbed the water. It went through its roots. It grew down before it grew up. And as it's growing down, it's always growing up because it continues to get poured into. And the more information, the more nutrients that the apple tree can get, the more it will be fruitful and multiply. So we all need to become apple trees. But you got to be patient because the apple tree don't become an apple tree overnight. You have to work on you. If you work on you, that's the only way that you're going to be fruitful and multiply. If you refuse to work on yourself, then the chances of you becoming fruitful and multiplying is slim to none. The only way that you can work on yourself is you have to seek wisdom. Wisdom don't just fall in your lap. You got to go seek it. And the only way that you can get wise with the information that you're getting is you have to apply it. When you do all of those steps, you'll become an apple tree. If you try to cheat a step, just become one of them dead ass trees over in the corner somewhere. You have to change you now. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Not after you lose a couple pounds. Not after you make $1 million. Not after you get enough time. Not after you work that relationship. It must start today, at this moment. You have to change the things that are around you. Here's the kicker, guys. When you hang around the broke community, and I know people get upset when I say this, but I just don't care. When you hang around broke people, guess what happens? You'll be hated on by your neighbor. They may not show it in your face. I'm just telling you guys this, man. Look, I don't even hang around a lot of people no more. All the people that I used to hang around when I was partying, popping bottles, messing with models all day, I am not with them no more. Because I found out that broke people really hate you. They may smile in your face. But I'm messing with this girl one time, man. This girl comes to my house and she gives a story to me. And it completely blew my mind. One of my very close friends, I still talk to him today. We're still very close. But there was other friends that I thought we were close. They out there in Woodbridge having a party one day. And this girl I'm talking to, she comes to my house at like 3 o'clock that morning. You know what time it is. But she comes to my house at like 3 o'clock that morning. And she goes, Travis, I thought such and such and such and such and such and such was your friends. I'm like, yeah, they are. I mean, we cool. I even went to college with them. I was around them in high school. I went to college with them. And until I talked to her, if they would have called me, I would have stopped things that I was doing and held them down because I've done it before. So she tells me, well, I was just at this party and your stepbrother said something about you because we got a little thing going on. Look, hey, my family ain't perfect. Everybody's family, a little shaky. So my stepbrother said something, my name crazy. And then it was a trickling effect. She said, everybody in the room started talking about you and how you changed and think you better than everybody else. And you think your money is X, Y, and Z. And I go, oh, them people? They said that about me? I don't even talk to them every day. We're like acquaintance. When we see each other, it was all good smiles. I threw all of the parties. When they came to my parties, they got VIP. Like, I don't know where all of this came from, but what I realized is broke people will always hate you. I had to get out of that circle. But what I quickly found out is rich people want to be your friend. Look at rich people and look at all the friends that they got. I mean, I was watching a YouTube today because I'm thinking about taking flying lessons to learn how to get a plane, man, because I be wanting to get up and go sometimes. And I get tired of going to the airport. I'm thinking about just flying myself there. Well, I was looking up on YouTube and this guy is flying a helicopter to his friend's house. And then he says, well, wait a minute. My friend was my instructor that taught me how to fly the helicopter. And we're going to his, I forget what they call it. The bin where all of his planes, the instructor's planes and helicopters at. When he arrived, it was like 17 people out there and they all got planes and helicopters. Come to find out, when you get rich, you just get a whole lot of rich friends. Because rich people don't be hating on each other like that. They don't have time. Broke people ain't got nothing but time to hate. So if you're not willing to change that circle, chances are you're going to stay broke. Now, I did a study. I looked at the Asian community. The Asian community takes it on as a responsibility to share with their community when they find out something that's good. We're talking investing, businesses, financial practices, law, accounting and taxes, loopholes, all of this information that they learn, they take it as a responsibility to share it. Well, what did the Bible say? When you get information and you get wisdom, you need to share it with the community. Well, the Asians take it as a responsibility and they share it. But here's the other kicker. They also take it as a responsibility that when someone is wise and they have information, they take it as a responsibility to listen. It's on both parts. The people that got the information share it, and the people that don't have the information, they shut up and listen. They do their due diligence. They ask questions. They read, and then they try to take action. If we would just do these simple things, I do believe each and every one of our lives will change. Some people can't do that, though. Now, I'm going to share with you guys some information right now that will completely change your life because it changed mine. I want somebody to type in the chat right now, I will. That's it. I will. And I need this line to stick in your mind for the rest of tonight, tomorrow, this week, and moving forward. Every day that you wake up, you're going to use this line, I will. Now, I'm going to break down 6 wills to you today. These are 6 wills that you're going to promise to yourself, I will do. If you do these 6 wills, your life will completely change in a year. You just need a year. It will take work. It's also going to make you uncomfortable. I call these the 6 wills. Now, the 6 wills is for financial reasons. You're going to create 6 buckets. I don't care what you do. Go get a plastic jug or something. If all of your money is in a bank account and you're like me, we don't really do paper money, then we're going to have 6 different books because we got to separate our money for a second. I'm about to teach you guys how to become financially stable. We're going to be wise when it comes to our finances by the end of today because we're going to need our books to be in order to get to where we want to be. You want to get that business and you want to have it excel? Well, again, it's going to start with you first. You can't grow a business to $1 million if you don't know how to account for the $10,000 that you got right now, the $5,000 that you got right now, hell, the $100 that you got right now. If you can't account for it, we'll never get to $1 million. So we need to create 6 different wheels. All right. The first one is I will educate myself. Somebody type, I will educate. We're going to type each one of these out because I need to make sure it sticks in your mind. And I'm going to break down how each one of these work in a second. But your first one is I will educate myself. If we stop educating ourselves, then you stop your growth. If you can't grow, I can't get you to make more money. It's a reason that you're making the money that you're making right now. It's a reason that you don't have the time freedom right now. It's because you stopped getting educated. This is your largest expense in your life. The lack of educating yourself will always be your largest expense. We talking about right now. I see people complaining that AI is taking over jobs. Well, when the hell are you going to go get educated on AI? Or are you going to sit back with all the broke people and just keep using your thumbs complaining about AI is taking over jobs? Or do you go get educated in AI? It's for free on the internet. So we're going to take money every year and we're going to invest money in to educate myself. That's the first one. The second one, somebody type, I will invest. This is not saving your money. I say, I will invest my money. Investments usually give a ROI, return on investment. We have to take this money that we accumulate and it's got to go to work. Money is the only employee that you literally have in your tool belt. You got it in your pocket right now. You got it in your bank account right now. And guess what it's not doing for you? It's not working. Instead, the lack of financial education is allowing other people to put your money to work. That shit's sitting in the bank account right now. And what you think the bank people doing? Working your money while you ain't working it because you refuse to get educated on how to work your money. Where else is your money sitting at right now? In a 401k plan that you can't touch until retirement. And while that money goes in every paycheck that they tell you get the match on, guess what they're doing with your money? Working it. When you could have had your own IRA, you could have invested in your own real estate. You could have had your own self-directed Roth IRA. You could have put your money into your own life insurance policy. You could have put money into other businesses. You could have invested in the stocks, options, cryptocurrency. I mean, the list goes on of what you could have invested your money in, but you refuse to invest. So now you just got this tool, this employee called money sitting right there working for everybody else but you. So we're going to invest. That's number 2. Number 3, somebody type, I will pay my bills. This one baffles me all the time. How the hell can you borrow money and do all this stuff and not pay people their money? How can you take out loans and not pay these people their money back? How can you borrow stuff and not pay these people their money back? How you think you gonna get money and you ain't paying people their money back? That just don't work. How you not paying your taxes? You're not going to get to where you want to be in life if you ain't paying other people back. We must pay our bills. Nobody made you go get that credit card. You got that credit card on your own. Nobody made you go to that register and swipe that credit card. You decided to swipe that credit card on your own. Nobody made you become broke, that you had something happen in your life and now you don't have no money in the bank account, so you had to pull out the credit card, because we know everybody in this world. Matter of fact, I don't even have to guess about this. In the chat, somebody put me. Has something catastrophic happened in y'all lives before? And I don't mean, that you had to die or anything like that because you're here, but has something happened in your life that really, really hurt? And it may have took your finances too. And I asked this question because everybody had something happen into their life. So you mean to tell me you ain't have money planned for hurdles when everybody in life experiences hurdles every single year? So you set yourself up that you spent all of your money in the club, all of your money in purses and Jordans and all of that, that when that event happened, you had to resort to a credit card. And now you can't pay these people their money back when you already knew this was going to happen. So we're going to make sure we pay these people their money. Number 4, somebody type, I will have fun. Now, everybody's not built like me, okay? I'm locked in and focused. I had my fun already, man. I had a hell of a time, and again, anybody that was around me from, I'll probably say from 16 to 30, I did things that, thank God, I don't even know if I'm on camera or not, but I had the time of my life. But now I'm focused because I was doing a lot of ignorant stuff that if I would have knew what I knew now, I would be having a whole lot of fun. But I believe that everybody should have fun. You should not work as hard as me unless you got that Kobe in you. And everybody ain't Kobe. So we're going to make sure we got some money to the side for fun. And once again, guys, I'm going to break this down to you. I need to explain the 6 wheels, and then I'm going to teach you how to operate those 6 wheels. Make sure that you guys are hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. Get 3 other entrepreneurs on this live feed so they can learn how to generate this business with absolutely no money. This is what it's all about, guys. How do you change your life with no money? Number 5. I will save. Type in the comments, I will save. What are we saving for? Emergencies. So what does an emergency look like? They say 3 to 6 months of your expenses. Once you get that amount saved in a high yield savings account, this is where I want you to put that money. I want you to put that money in a high yield savings account. Those savings accounts are giving you about a 5% return right now. You should easily be able to get a high yield savings account that gives you a 5% return. We're going to put our emergency fund right there, and we're never going to look at it again until we have an emergency. And then we're going to stop saving money. What the hell I need you to save some more money for? Why do I need you to save 15 months of an emergency fund? Ain't nothing going to happen in your life that you needed 15 months worth of money. If you needed 15 months worth of money and you ran through all 15 months and ain't make no more money, you was being lazy as hell for 15 months. 3 months to 6 months max, you'll get back on your feet for whatever emergency happens. Once we hit that number, we must turn the rest of our money into our I will invest. Because the money ain't making no money for you sitting in that savings account. That's for emergencies, so we don't use that credit card. Number 6, and last but not least, I will tithe. Somebody type, I will tithe or give. I don't know your situation with the man upstairs. I ain't saying that you got to tithe. Look, I ain't a person that tithe to the church like that either. The church has been lying to me. But what I do is give back my time. You can volunteer. You can help people out in the street in your community. It's all types of things that you could do to give back. But if the man upstairs is blessing you with all his knowledge and wisdom, like, why are you not giving back? Because I know your cup has runneth over. When these 6 cans are working, that cup is running over. And if you want to keep that cup running over for the rest of your life, you got to give. The man upstairs didn't provide you with all this for you to just hoard it. You got to go talk to your school. There's organizations in your local community right now that you can volunteer for. You don't have to give money. Time is more valuable than money. But if you can't give your time, then you should give that money. There's a nonprofit organization right now for whatever you care about, not what I care about. It's something that you care about right now at this moment. I don't know what it is, but I guarantee there's a nonprofit organization created just for what you care about. Give them some of your money. Or once again, give it to the church, the one that you go to each and every day. And don't question how the church is spending your money if it's going there. You gave to someone else or something else. You just let it go after that. But we got work to do. Now, how do we work these wheels? Here's what you're going to do. We got 6 wheels that you're going to focus on. You're going to take half of your monthly income, whatever that number is. I don't know how much money you make every month. This is what I'm telling you. This math don't even matter how much money you make. You can make $10 million or you can make $1,000. These principles don't change. These are the principles that are in the book. If you follow the principles, then you'll get your riches. You need to take half of your monthly income, and that needs to go into the bills. I will pay my bills. If you cannot pay your bills with half of your monthly income, we got to hurry up and get educated to make more money because you have over leveraged yourself. You're spending too much money. Too much money's coming out and ain't enough money coming in. If you can't take half of your current revenue that you're getting and pay your bills with that money and still have another half to do other things with, then we have a financial crisis going on right now. We have to figure out how to make more money faster. Like today. Forget everything else. I need you to focus on making more money. You need to start selling something ASAP. Don't go look at no videos of how to do this or that. You need to start studying sales because you got to make more money, or you need to go get another job. Something got to happen that you could take half of your monthly income and pay them bills. The other half of your monthly income will get divvied up evenly between the other 5 wheels. When your savings wheel fills up for 3 to 6 months, whichever one makes you feel comfortable. 3 is for my people that's a little more high risk. 6 months is for my people that, the stomach can't handle that. Once you hit that number, that money then gets divvied up between the other 4 cans. Or you could take it and put it all in an investment can. But I would advise you to divvy it up. Now, every single month, except for the investment and educate can, well, I guess we could say the investment would be like this. But every single month, all of your wheels, I will invest, I will educate, I will have fun. It all needs to be spent. Every month you need to spend the money. And when I say spend the money, like if you invest, if I spend the money in investing every month, I technically still got the money. I just bought some type of investment vehicle with it because we like to buy stuff, guys. I don't know whether y'all know that or not. Us as people like to purchase stuff. I like buying stuff too. I love seeing the receipt come to my email. I love checking out. Well, you could do that with stocks. Check out every month. And now I ain't got the money. Because if you keep the money in your pocket, I know what you're going to do with it. You're going to go to STK. You're going to go get that new purse. My fella's going to try to buy some new jewelry or something to trick it so they can make the ladies feel special. Ladies going to go glamify themselves so they can make the guys feel special. I mean, this is just a repeat cycle over and over again. If you don't spend this money, you will burn this money. So yes, every month we're going to invest that money into something. Every month you're going to educate yourself. Now here's where it's a little tricky when I started talking about the educate wheel. I will educate myself. Sometimes you need to get to that conference that's on the other side of the United States. I advise everybody you should at least go to one conference every year, minimum. You got to get to the conference. You got to put yourself around other people. We have to change our environment, and a conference can do that. Well, here's the kicker. You may not have $1,500 for the conference right now. Well, you will if you start putting that money in the I will. So we all of a sudden realize, well, I will have enough money to go to that conference if I keep dumping money into I will educate myself. Now, if you're not making enough money that you'll get 1,500 accumulated, well, don't complain that you don't have the money to get to the conference yet, and instead get the book of the person that's throwing the conference. I'm pretty sure they got a book out there that you can read. The book will cost you $20, and that's educating yourself. But don't just get the book and let it collect dust. Make a post on the internet that I bought the book, I'm educating myself, and then you excited for 2 days, and then after you read 5 pages, you tired of reading, and all of a sudden your eyes get heavy, and you talk about, oh, I ain't got no time. Well, you don't want to get wise, so I can't handle that. You could take that money and go get somebody's course, and the goal is to get to the conference. Guys, I always educate myself. I got 3 mentors that I pay very, very well. They pour into me. I get to call them and ask questions all the time. I show up to their events. I still pay for their events, even though I pay for their mentors. Because of the network that they got. 10 times more than that money that I spent to get in that circle. But if I never would have had the money to get in the circle, I wouldn't have got in there. You're going to plan for this because everybody must continue to educate themselves. I don't know not one person that don't need to. So if we start planning right now, we could pay for it when it pops up. Tithing, we're always going to tithe or give back. That ain't never going to change. That fund, I need you to empty that fund bucket every single month. Don't you save that fund money up. I was telling you to save for educating or something. That fund money at the end of every month, you need to spend it. It should be zero, guaranteed, every month. Go have brunch with your girls, go bowling, take a road trip. I don't give a damn what you do, but you need to spend that money. Because what's going to happen is you're going to start making a whole lot more money, and the fun going to get better and better. And you're going to start enjoying the work that you produce. Now, if you really want to take this to the next level, each one of those wheels, you need to have its own books for. So you can create an Excel sheet, whatever you need to do to separate those wheels. We're going to treat it like separate bank accounts. I want you to write it down. I really don't want you typing it out. I don't want you getting no program and letting it do the easy work for you because you ain't there yet. You ain't there to let the systems do all the work right now. You ain't made $1 million yet. You got to do the physical labor right now. You got to start training your eyes. You got to write this stuff down until it becomes a custom, and then and only then do you put a system in. Once again, if you try to cheat this process, you don't do nothing but cheat yourself. Here's one key that I learned. Successful people, they know exactly what they want. I've never gone to a successful person and like, yo, do you got an idea of what you're looking for in life? Well, yeah, they do. They got it all written out right there on paper. They be saying affirmations the whole 9. They already wrote down the boat and the white picket fence. They already wrote down that they was going to have 5 houses, that they was taking vacations every other month. They already wrote it out. They knew where they was trying to go to. They talked about it every day. Every day they woke up, all they talked about was their vision and their dream until they achieved the dream. I've never gone to a successful person that don't know what direction they want to go in. So if every successful person knows the direction they are going in and growing in, why you ain't wrote that out yet? I know why you didn't write that out yet. Because you keep hanging around them broke people. I told you them broke people be a cancer. I used to be around them all the time. And guess what I didn't know from being around them broke people all the time? The direction I was heading in. I had to change that up. And once again, you guys can change that up too. The way that you're going to change that up, if you ain't got no money right now to really excel, is my favorite way. Affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing has created some life changing stats. If you know about affiliate marketing, put a me in the chat. If you don't know about affiliate marketing, put a no in the chat. Affiliate marketing completely changed my life. Because all the people's programs that I was buying in to educate myself, guess what? They had this thing called affiliate marketing attached to it. And they said, well, Travis, if you tell somebody else about the same information, the books, the courses, the programs, the softwares, the events, the whole nine, if you tell somebody else about this, we'll reward you. Not will we reward you with a couple pennies, but I mean, I had programs that was giving me 90% affiliate commissions. Now, for you, those of you that don't know what affiliate marketing is, everything that you buy today is affiliate marketing. It has an affiliate marketing possibility. And all it is saying, hey, you bought this program, you bought this course, you bought this book, you bought this car, vacations. I mean, I probably need to do a whole affiliate marketing lesson, right? But all of the stuff that you purchase in this world, you can sell to somebody else. Everything on Amazon, you can resell to somebody. And I'm not talking about creating an Amazon store and all of that stuff. No. If you put a link, matter of fact, in the last 30 days, how many of you guys, put a me in the chat if this is you, in the last 30 days, has somebody asked you about a product or service and you told them about it? You may have even sent the link to them and you said, hey, this is the product that I use. This is the service that I use. How many of you guys have done that in the last 30 to 60 days? I used to do it all the time. I'm like an encyclopedia of information over here. So people always asking me for stuff. People ask me, what books do I read? They ask me, what software do I use for my accounting? They ask me about accountants. They ask me about lawyers. I mean, they ask me the whole nine. But what I quickly realized, instead of me just telling them the book that I read, instead of me just telling them the software that I use, I could get what's called an affiliate link to the same stuff that I got. And instead of me just telling them the book, I actually give them the link to the book. And when they click on that link to the book and they purchase, I get paid. It's pretty much like businesses, instead of them paying for marketing and pray that they get a sale. So when you pay Facebook and Google in them, you pay them to run ads, you have to pray that the people are going to buy. Well, in affiliate marketing, instead of me investing the money into Facebook and Google, I say, well, look, I'll give you more money because you're bringing me a sale. It's not a guess. They had to click your link. They had to buy. So I'll reward you for that. That's affiliate marketing. You don't need any money. I made well into the six figures, not because I knew how to do everything. It's because on my path to seek more wisdom, I had to use new softwares that nobody ever told me about before. I had to watch new videos and get new mentors in order to learn new information. And guess what I did along this journey? I talked about it. You guys are here right here on my YouTube channel today because I've been talking for over 10 years about my journey of business and telling you every step that I take. Every time I do something, I talk about it. Every software that I use, every new course that I take. And then people naturally say, hey, where'd you get that information from? And I just dropped the link. I mean, it is really this simple. That's what affiliate marketing gets you. And you don't have to buy all the software. You don't have to, like, I be seeing people in the clothing industry. Do you know what they do? They sit out there and they fill their garage up with all this product. And they don't even know who they're selling it to. With affiliate marketing, I just go find the people with the product and then I practice selling it. Once I can get enough people to purchase, then and only then should I go create my own product, because I got a list of people who have used their credit card to swipe. They're buyers now. And not only are they buyers, they bought from me. It wasn't my product, but they came to me to get it. I've proven the concept that I got enough buyers to go out there and now invest into my own hoodies. And not only that, I didn't have to use none of my money to do it. I used the affiliate marketing money. But see, most people, when they do that affiliate marketing money and then start rolling in, again, they just take the money and they go to STK and they take trips because they use this word. I deserve it, Travis. I went live every day on social media for 6 months straight. I deserve some time freedom. Well, you needed that money to invest into your actual business so you could stop doing affiliate marketing. Because affiliate marketing don't have the best percent return for you. The best return that you're going to get is with your own stuff. But now we can practice sales without making the investment to all these products and services. And if you guys don't believe me, let me show you guys this. Just so, I really don't share all this stuff. But y'all see this guy right here? Let me move my screen over. You see that guy right there in the middle on the floor? You see all these people right here? This picture was back in 2014 or something like that. I've been talking about everything that I do. At this time that I was talking and building this group, I was talking finances. Because I was in the time of my life that I was learning about finances. I eventually left this group. Because just like everything in life, that person, they stopped believing. I told them they had to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. They ain't want to wake up. I told them that they had to watch videos over and over again. They didn't want to do it. So guess what? They got left behind. And I created my own clothing line in the process of me building community around finances. I said bands will make you dance. If we can't zoom, look, can we zoom in some more here? Look, do y'all see this shirt right here? I put the bands on there from the stock market chart. Now, most people said, Travis, why did you do this? Well, because I learned sales and marketing. And I realized that when I get my team to all show up together like this, and we walk into a conference with thousands and thousands of people in the background, guess what happens? They want to be a part of this. See, I don't talk about all of this stuff. I know how to do everything that your gurus and your geniuses be taught. It's no point. Because if your mind ain't right, I've learned from building community that, guys, statistically, people's minds ain't right. And I was just wasting their time and they was wasting mine. It looked good, though. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to do it for the gram, I could have did it for the gram on a whole nother level. I mean, people would have just been, oh my goodness, this is the best thing since sliced bread. But I want my people to really make $1 million. I don't want people talking about making $1 million. And that's what was happening. I was just growing a large group of people that was paying. Absolutely. I don't do things for free. I was growing a large group of people that was paying, but not believing. They weren't believing because they weren't taking the action. Instead, they was watching me take the action and then waiting. And they go, well, Travis. And I wish my man Andre was on here. Andre comes on Clubhouse early in the morning. Andre was with me since day one. Andre's been the only person that's been with me since day one when I first started telling people about the things that I'm doing in life. And look, and I'm not joking about this shit. I've been educating people for a long time, renting out hotel rooms with my laptop and a projector. All for nobody to really listen. It was frustrating me, but I never stopped talking. I left the financial industry and I started talking about what I do in life because they was frustrating me. My man Andre, if he was here, this group called me on the phone one day and they said, Travis, you eating and we not, and we don't like that. I go, well, damn. I mean, I drive to the event so you guys can get some signups because you get money with signups. I drive to the events to talk to your people. Like I do the talking, you bring the people. They sign up through you. You get paid. You need to get more people. They like, well, yeah, you investing and you making all this money. And like, because I was telling them at 3, 4 in the morning, sending signals out like, yo, I'm about to invest in this. You should get in. Well, they will wake up an hour later, make the investment, and then wonder why it don't work. Because you wasn't up at 3 o'clock in the morning with me like I told you. You wasn't on that Zoom call like I told you to be. And now you want me to serve you on your time, and you didn't show up on my time. That's not how this works. They called me one day complaining, and I just woke up the next day, and I said, well, I got something for that. I'm done. Instead, I'm just going to talk about business and government contracting. And that's what made me switch to saying, well, you know what? I don't need this money. That was the thing about it. I just needed to learn how to move this government money. And this was a great place to do it. So when they had all of this, I just said, well, I got government contracts coming. I don't need this money. And guys, I was making over $10,000 a month in residual income outside of investment. I let it all go overnight. The whole team, I think I had about 400 and some people under my team. I let it all go overnight, literally. I don't care about the legs. I don't care about none of that. I'm done because I'm not about to sit here and play with broke people. It was stressing me out. Instead, we made a change in the government contract and we haven't looked back since then. And it's just me sharing my wisdom. And if every day you wake up and share your wisdom, you'll get everything that you want in return. I didn't make this up. The man upstairs already told us this. Now, if you guys really want to do some things, I want everybody to visit dollarstocents.com, DOLLARS, the number 2 cents.com. I want you guys to all visit dollarstocents.com. Come up here to community, click on community, and it's going to bring you over into our private community so you can start being around a network of like-minded individuals. And guys, this is what I love about it, man. Look, I put this comment in here. I said, hey, man, I'm looking for somebody for some graphics to do a display table and all that. And look at the community. This is the beauty of a community. You could just go ask. It's like-minded individuals. So once again, make sure that you guys go to $2 click on community. You'll get everything that you need. If you need more information about anything that I got going on, whether you want to book a consultation call, get SB Money Flow, join our community. If you want to get access to funding, you need access, you need some money. Well, we got a hell of a team. It's not me. I've partnered with another organization that helps fund me. I say, well, hey, you're going to help fund me. Let me share you with the community. Come over here, Later Financial Group, whether they need to get credit cards in your hand or you could actually get loans. They're going to do the best thing for you and your business. So you get funding right there. If you need a program for books, you get QuickBooks. If you need a credit card, Amex is my go-to. And I always give a shout out to Connie's Systems in a Day. I highly advise you guys to check out Connie's Systems in a Day workshop. I'm telling y'all, if you learn how to write out your processes, which is exactly what Connie does. I'm not the person to write stuff out. I do the tech of the systems. When you write it out and you bring that to me, we could do some magical things. Now, do I know how to write the stuff out? Absolutely. I just don't like teaching it. It's a very tedious process. And I know somebody that can do it 10 times better than me. Her name's Connie. Connie S. falls and the S stands for systems. Definitely check her program out. If you guys decide to do any of her workshops, put pure money in the code and you should get $100 off. Matter of fact, she has a Systems in a Day workshop. If you guys go check Connie's Instagram page out, she has a Systems in a Day, my bad. She has a Systems in a Day live workshop. I believe it's in a day, maybe 2 days. A live workshop in Atlanta. We're going to take half off of your bill. So once again, if you join her live workshop in Atlanta, you put pure money in, we're going to take half off of your bill. I'm going to cover half of it for you. Okay. So that's my deal to you guys. You guys should be able to get half off of that live Systems in a Day. I'm not sure how much it costs, but once you put that code in, we've come to agreement that I'll cover the other half. That's exactly how much that I want you guys to learn systems, because it just makes my life so much more easier when you come to me with your systems already done. So travisknows.com. Okay, you can visit travisknows.com and get all of this information. I believe this is not the right in-person workshop. Yeah, this is not the right in-person one. So I'll get the in-person workshop up here. I was supposed to do that last week, but I didn't. My apologies, but I'll get that up there this evening to make sure that you guys got the right link for that one there. Outside of that, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this information for today. I was going to go over some sayings. Well, let me see. I guess I could put a couple of these in there. All right, I'm going to tell you guys a couple sayings that you guys should be practicing on every day to start that process of changing your mindset so we can change that mindset shift. I need you guys to type this in the chat as I say it. I'm going to say it 3 or 4 times. Type it, put it in your notes, whatever it is that you need to do. But I need you to repeat these words over and over and over again. The first one, I am the miracle. Hope y'all hear me. The first one that you're going to put in there is I am the miracle. Very simple. Once again, you're going to put all of these in a list and you're going to say them all together each and every day that you wake up. I am the miracle. Last time. I am the miracle. Next one. I am an individual. The next one. I am an individual. I am an individual. Once again, I am an individual. We don't follow the packs. The packs are retarded. We got to become our own people. The next one. This one's a little long here. So be ready. I'll try to slow it down. My most important work is to discover my mission and complete it. Once again, my most important work is to discover my mission and complete it. See, every day that you wake up, you got to be in this thought pattern. Once again, my most important work is to discover my mission and complete it. Last time, my most important work is to discover my mission and complete it. Next, I don't work to make others like me, and I don't allow others to make me like them. Once again, I don't work to make others like me, and I don't allow others to try to make me like them. I don't work to make others like me, and I don't allow others to try to make me like them. Last time, I don't work to make others like me, and I don't allow others to make me like them. See, that line right there changes the game. I'm trying to tell y'all right now. See, people all the time, Travis, you should be nicer. Travis, you an a-hole. I don't care. I'm on my mission. If you don't like the way that I say things, if you don't like the way that I operate, like there's a door. You can get back in your car. There's other people on the internet that you can listen to that talk government contracting. Some great people too. Kizzy Parks is killing it on the internet. Go listen to her. First name, last name. That fool, that ignorant fool. You try to listen to him. There's other people. Coach Brooks, she's amazing. Go listen to her. But I'm not about to change myself to try to make you listen to me. The next one. I value my input, my work, and my ideas. Again, I value my input, my work, and my ideas. Again, I value my input, my work, and my ideas. Ain't nobody gonna believe in this stuff if you don't believe in it first. Last time, I value my input, my work, and my ideas. Next, I'm the only creature on earth who can accomplish my own mission. Again, I am the only creature on earth who can accomplish my own mission. Again, I am the only creature on earth who can accomplish my own mission. Last time, I am the only creature on earth who can accomplish my own mission. Stop asking people to get your mission accomplished. Next one. I take my mission seriously and I'm guaranteed to finish. Again, I take my mission seriously and I'm guaranteed to finish. Again, I take my mission seriously and I'm guaranteed to finish. Last time, I take my mission seriously and I am guaranteed to finish. Next one. We got 3 more. Success is the art of finding and filling your mission. Success is the art of finding and fulfilling your mission. Success is the art of finding and fulfilling your mission. Last time. Success is the art of finding and filling your mission. Next. I love the work that I do because it's part of my mission. Next. I love the work that I do because it is part of my mission. I love the work that I do because it is part of my mission. Last time. I love the work that I do because it is part of my mission. That means you're going to have to wake up every day. This is what I'm telling you. I got to read this every day because you got to remember every day there's going to be somebody challenge you. There's going to be an email that's going to try to make you lose focus of that mission. We got to practice this. Next. I'm sorry, I said 2 more. We got 3 more. My life has tremendous value. My life has tremendous value. My life has tremendous value. Last time. My life has tremendous value. Second to last. I never had nothing to prove. Again, I never had nothing to prove. Again, I never had nothing to prove. And last, I never had nothing to prove. We don't wake up to try to prove a damn thing to no person. The only thing that you got to prove to somebody is the man upstairs that you believe in your mission and that you're going to execute on it. That's the way that you prove to the man upstairs that you walking in your path. Execution on the mission. Other than that, we don't have to prove anything to anybody. I got people all the time, Travis, prove to me that you got the contract. I don't have to prove that I got no contracts. I really don't give a damn. I don't have to do that stuff. I used to try to prove in my 20s. I'm too old for that now. Believe it or not, I don't care. My mission didn't say that I have to prove things to people. My mission told me to keep talking about the things that I'm doing in life. You can believe it or not. And last but not least, I see the value in other people because I constantly see the value in me. I see the value in other people because I constantly see the value in me. Again, I see the value in other people because I constantly see the value in me. And last one, I see the value in other people because I constantly see the value in me. Guys, if you practice these sayings every day that you wake up, I mean every day, don't skip a day. You should write them down, put it on a piece of paper, look at it every single day with those wheels that we created. So we got 6 wheels and we got a saying that we need to say every day. When that hurdle comes to you and you get in a funk, I need you to pull out this piece of paper and I need you to read back through it. But you can't just read it to read it. You got to read it and believe it. Every word that you read on that paper, if you don't believe right now, it's okay. I told you I didn't believe either. It took me 10 years of this before I started believing. But the man upstairs kept blessing me along the way. He said, Travis, you a special chosen one. I'm going to keep working with you. I'm going to keep blessing you because you keep taking actions, but you don't quite know what you're doing yet. So I'm going to put a parameter. I ain't going to let you get but so much, but I'm going to give you enough because you the one. So he did let me eat, but he wouldn't let me eat to where I am today because I refused to do this in the beginning. I didn't believe those words when I was saying it. I wrote it down and I didn't really believe it, man. I tried it out for like 3 days and then I crumbled the damn paper up, threw it in the trash, and I went back to the street. Could you imagine me going in front of my friends talking about my life got value? my life has tremendous value. The hood ain't trying to hear that. They would have laughed me out the club. If I'm over here talking about I value my input, my work, and my ideas. I had to get away from them. When I got away from them, I started believing because I walked in a room and everybody was saying it. Oh my God, what do you mean? You mean this shit cool? You mean it's acceptable for me to believe in myself? You mean it's acceptable for me to speak about myself at the highest of highest levels when I talk about me? It's okay. It's cool to do this. I told you. If you change your environment, you change your perception on life. The way that you look at things completely changed because the hood ain't teaching you no more. So if you can't get out the hood right now at this moment, practice how I practice. Read this every day. Focus on those 6 wheels and you ain't got to worry about nothing else. It's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a week. It's kind of like losing weight. It's tedious. It hurts. It's annoying. It's going to be a day that you wake up and you just don't have it in you. You just don't want to do it. But then you got to pull out that piece of paper and you got to understand it all falls on you. At the end of the day, it's all going to come back on you. So once again, guys, I hope that you enjoyed tonight's segment. Drop a fire emoji down there in the chat if you guys did enjoy tonight's segment. Don't forget, if you want to view part 1, I do have part 1 located on my YouTube channel. This was part 2. So if you guys thought that was some amazing information, I highly, highly advise you guys to go check out part 2. Don't forget to visit $2cents.com, join our community, and then tell some other entrepreneur business owner out there that you believe in. Don't bring them broke people into our community. We want people with rich mindsets or people that are trying to develop that. I have no problem with a person being broke and they're working on bettering themselves. Bring them into the community, but don't you bring them lazy people in here. And you know who lazy or not. Bring the right people into our community so we can keep this thing growing. Outside of that, guys, again, I hope that you guys truly enjoyed this information. I know I made you guys type a lot in the chat, so I was trying to scroll to make sure there was no questions that was asked that I missed. But there's a lot to scroll back up here. Guess I didn't think about that. So if you guys do have any questions before I close out here, you are more than welcome to go ahead and put those in the chat. Come on, man. Achievement in all endeavors. That's what a good Kappa brother does right there. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to my Kappa brothers. That's what we do, man. You know, we just achieve. I don't care what's happening in this world. We achieve. And once again, no sayings right there that I wrote for you guys. This is the stuff that helps me achieve, man. Sometimes you got to talk to yourself in the corner. You know, the man upstairs listening. So you ain't got to, make yourself sound crazy if you're talking to yourself. Again, the broke community will talk about you if they find out that you're talking about yourself. But the rich community, we all talk to ourselves. And guess what? I answer myself too. I got 3 different personalities. You got TD, you got Travis, and you got T Davy. You know what I'm saying? T Davy is for my other colored folks. TD is the wild boy, and Travis, he's the businessman. All 3 of them have conversations with each other all the time. It's okay. You can do that. I give you permission to talk to yourself. You ain't got to sound crazy. Once again, guys, I truly do appreciate each and every person for joining me here tonight. Don't forget, we are here live each and every week, Tuesday through Thursday. You are more than welcome to take a screenshot right here. Let me take that thing up off there, these notes. You can take a screenshot right there, that QR code that'll bring you to my YouTube channel. We got tons and tons of training located on the YouTube channel. Also, don't forget, take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of this live. Post it on your Instagram or something. Tell people to come over here. We got to keep growing this thing, and the only way to keep growing is with each and every one of your support. So I truly do thank you guys. Now, before you guys ever join and purchase anything from me, if you're thinking about buying something from me and your gut is telling you like, I ain't for sure yet, well, don't buy from me, because I don't want nobody joining me that their gut is still a little shaky. Instead, what I want you to do is I want you to come over to my Instagram, official Travis Davis. You can take that QR code as well and follow me over there. I put all of my thoughts in my stories. Sometimes it pisses people off. Sometimes people have a good time laughing at it, and some people just don't pay me no mind. They just love the entertainment. But follow me over there on Instagram. Learn a little bit more about me before you make that decision, because I have no sympathy for nobody. I don't allow excuses. I don't care what's going on in your life. If you want to make a change and you committed to changing your life, I got the resources to do it, and I got the knowledge, but I don't play around with BS. I don't allow people to just cry about things. So once again, if that is you, come over to my Instagram channel and go ahead and learn a little bit more about me. Man, we got something that just came in. Hold on, I ain't had this in a while. Do I even still got the... Yes, I do. Hold up. Look, I got to change screens. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to... Janika, I can't read all that, but I appreciate the $5 that you donated here. What drives me? Great question. So what really drives me, man, I'm pretty sure most of you guys kind of raised in a community like me, or somebody that was like me. But I was fortunate enough to have both parents, but I really didn't have both parents. My dad was in the streets, and my mom was working two jobs to make sure we had clothes and we had a roof over our head. It wasn't the best situation, but we survived. I got the hand-me-downs of my brother and whatnot. But the moral of what I'm saying, man, I ended up graduating college, right? And I came back home. I was working a job, making $85,000 a year, and I thought I was doing it because it was more money than my parents was making. Fresh out of college, big money. Even the peers that I went to school with wasn't making that type of money coming out of college. So I thought I was doing it. Well, one day, man, I woke up and I realized, how many of you guys ever said, put this in the chat, put a me in the chat if you've ever said this. How many of you guys have ever said, when I have kids, I'm going to make sure that they don't have to go through anything that I had to go through? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to live a completely different life than what I was doing. Well, I said that over and over again. And then one day, I really can't remember like what happened to make me think about this. But one day I wake up and I go, well, wait a minute. I got to wake my ass up 5 o'clock in the morning and I got to go down to DC. I had to jump on the metro. I had to wake up at 4:30 in the morning. I had to get out of the house by 5 o'clock in the morning. That would put me at the metro at 5:15. I would get down to DC at 6 o'clock in the morning because I wanted to be the first person in the office so I could get off early and I ain't had to deal with traffic. So every day I'm doing this over and over again. And when I get home off of work, I'm so tired because I was young partying all night that I ain't had no sleep. I end up sleeping all throughout the night. Next thing I know is 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and I got to do it all over again. That's when it dawned on me. It's not the money. It wasn't the money that was going to make me be able to do things for my children that was never to be done before. The one thing that my parents did not have that every single person in this world needs, especially if you got children, the only thing that they really need from you, yes, they need money, but they need your time. My parents never had the time. The streets taught me everything. The school system taught me everything. The football field taught me everything that I know in life. They didn't have time to sit down and teach me anything. They don't know what my grades was in school. I signed every report card. I put my own information for emergency contact. I signed my own field trip slips. I made my own money while I was in high school. My parents don't know they really don't know me. My mom got an idea of who I am because, that's the mother's intuition. But at the end of the day, they don't know me because they didn't have time to know who I am. And when I woke up every day walking out that door to go make $80,000 a year in hopes to work my way up the ladder, I realized I keep exchanging my time for a couple dollars. So how do I get my time back? Well, I got to figure out how to make more money faster. The current pace that I was taught how to make money was a couple dollars an hour, $80,000 a year that they was taking 33% out of, and it was nothing that I could do to make more money. No matter how hard I worked, no matter how many hours I put in, no matter how good I was making the company that I was working for, I wasn't going to get paid no more money, and I damn sure wasn't going to get no more time in my life. And that was the change that I was not doing from what my parents was doing. I was following the exact same footsteps. I just had a different job. That's all it was. So I had this itch on my shoulder, and I still got it today to make sure that my family, when I go to create it, never has to live the life that I had to live through. And I am changing that process right now. I'm making sure that my children will be them trust fund babies that the broke community talk about and use all the negative names. I will make sure that my family is filthy rich. You know that negative word that the broke community use? They always put filthy in front of rich. Well, I'm going to be that. I'm going to make sure that I'm at every one of my children's games, recitals, events. I will never, ever let anyone else take them to something else. I will make sure that I'm sitting right there after school and they get out so I can pour into their education and don't just rely on teachers to teach my children about this thing called life. I'll be there. I'll be there for my wife. When she gets bored, upset, tired, complaining, I'll be right there. I won't be in another state. I won't be sitting in somebody's cubicle waiting to get off work because my wife's having a bad day and I need to use time and stuff, or I ain't got no more leave. I'm not going to have to deal with any of that. And that's my purpose. That's what I wake up. That's what drives me every day because I know I got the power to change my own life. And so do you. But that's a great question. I'm glad you asked that question. Never really poured into that. And once again, I do appreciate the donations. Any donations is good donations with me. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Guys, we definitely went over an hour. I'll try to get you guys out of here in an hour, but we were able to get all of this information out. Once again, thank each and every one of you guys. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. Tomorrow, 8:30 p.m., we will be back here talking government contracting. Not sure what subject that we're going to talk about yet, but we will definitely be talking government contracting tomorrow. And Thursday, man, I've created something new with SB Money Flow. I've created something amazing. If you've taken my 30-day challenge, I told you guys I listened to you, all right? As we were going through that challenge, I was listening to more of y'all challenges. And I've created something that I'm going to show you guys Thursday that is completely going to change the game. And for the next 30-day challenge, y'all are going to be able to fly when I show you this. But I'll be showing you guys that Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So make sure, again, that you guys are subscribed to the channel so you can get those alerts when they pop up. I love you all. I hope that y'all have an amazing night. And I will talk to each and every one of you guys tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. And if you really, if you thought this was powerful, you need to get on them morning calls on Clubhouse. I got to put that link on travisknows.com. I'll get the Clubhouse link in there, but if you join our group, I'll put it in there. Each and every morning, I'm trying to tell you, our Clubhouse calls in the morning going over affirmation and gratitude, 8:35 a.m. Eastern time zone is out of this world. We've been running it for 3 years. Yes, 3 years we've been running these calls every single morning, and it's completely transitions people's life. So if you really, truly want to start that process, I advise you to get on them calls, 8:35 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday on Clubhouse. Outside of that, I love you all. I hope that y'all have an amazing night, and I will see you tomorrow.